Hey guys, TechGeekHD here again with another video, and today I have my official desk tour for 2022. Now, you guys can tell from looking at this video, if you've been to my channel before, that I'm in a completely different space. A lot of stuff looks like it's changed, and that's true. I actually moved. I moved into a new home, and now I have a dedicated room as an office space. I do work from home, and so I really thought that it was about time for me to be able to find a space that gave me kind of enough room to spread out, set up my office, all the accessories and everything, and so here it is. So, of course, starting off at the desk, I have my Pro Display XDR. Let's actually go over to the left where you can see I have my first of two white Alex drawers. Unlike a lot of people, though, I'm not kind of using these as the legs for my desk. I wanted a standing desk, which is what I do have. But on top of the Alex drawers, I have kind of the little charging station for my iPhone and Apple Watch and, you know, a couple of other things, as well as a 2 watch winder. Now, some of you may know from like some of my previous videos, from my everyday carries or whatever, I am kind of a watch guy. I actually don't really use my Apple Watch much. It's been sitting here since I plugged it in for a couple of weeks now, and the watch winder actually has a couple of my vintage pieces. I like to keep those kind of wound as often as I can because they're kind of the most annoying ones to wind up, and you know, they might not have quick set dates and things like that. But anyway, to the right, I actually have this little Alex unit that goes on top of my desk. The top of the desk is the IKEA Carl B. It's kind of a kitchen countertop in walnut, actually. And then it is on an autonomous standing desk leg setup. Now, I got these legs. I actually found them on Facebook Market, which is really nice. Somebody had just bought them and realized that they didn't fit their desk or their space or something like that, so I was able to kind of get it for a steal. And I already had the desktop, which I liked a lot, and so it was pretty easy to just set it up. I screwed the controller into the front, like near the right side of the desk, set up the legs, the motors, the wires, and screwed everything together, and it actually works really great. I kind of use it sitting down for most of the day, but through the day, periodically, I like to stand up. If I'm in meetings talking to people, sometimes it's actually more conducive for me to be standing when I'm on a Zoom call and, you know, kind of feel like I'm standing up right and talking to another human being, which is nice. And so having the standing desk is really cool. From Autonomous also, I did buy a like cable management shelf sort of thing that kind of goes in the desk. It also screws into the desk, and then the power cable for the desk kind of slots into there. And I have a power strip behind there, which is what everything else is connected to. So kind of the star of the show, of course, is my Pro Display XDR. I know Apple came out with the new Studio display, but that's kind of a chintzy monitor compared to this thing. It's a full 6K, goes up to 1600 nits, has HDR built in, and it really is amazing. I love this thing. Of course, it's a little pricey, but I think it's totally worth it for what you get. On the left, I actually have these Bose speakers right now. I have the Bose Companion 20s, I believe these are called. Again, I kind of got these as kind of a holdover because while I was moving, I did get rid of my Harman Kardon sound sticks because they were kind of on the verge of breaking, and I knew that if I was to ship them or move them, they would kind of get demolished. So I have these as kind of a holdover for a little while. They actually sound all right, but they're just left and right channel speakers. They don't have a subwoofer anymore like my sound sticks did, so I'm looking to replace them fairly soon. Found this like control pod for them online, which is nice, so it's easy to kind of quick mute things when I'm on a call or whatever and I need to answer the door, you know, you name it. Underneath, I have my brand new 2021 or late 2021 14-inch MacBook Pro. This has the M1 Pro Max, and so it's kind of spec'd out processor and RAM and memory wise. I really love this thing. It's plugged in with the Thunderbolt cable into the back of the Thunderbolt, or into the back of the Pro Display XDR. As for peripherals, I've kind of always been a 3-device user. I have my Apple Magic keyboard. This is the latest Apple Magic wireless keyboard that comes with Touch ID, which is really nice because I love Touch ID and I really, you know, would hate to have to keep my laptop open to use it, so this works great. I also have the latest generation Apple Magic trackpad. I only got this because my Apple Magic trackpad broke. I had like a buddy who was visiting, taking care of my cat, and he accidentally like dropped it or something and it kind of shattered. But luckily my job was actually able to replace it for me because I kind of need it for work. And then on the right, I have the Logitech MX Vertical. This is awesome. I've loved this mouse for a long time. I used to use the different like MX Performance series and you know, things like that. But I switched to a vertical mouse. I think it's probably been about 2 years now, and I'm in love with this thing. It just makes it so much easier on my wrist because I'm at the computer all day. To the left of my monitor, and this is kind of where it sits most of the time, is my Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone. I have this because I really, really hate hearing people with bad quality audio when I'm on a Zoom call, and I do that for work all the time, and so it's really nice to at least be on the opposite end to provide a better audio experience to other people. This is the microphone that you're listening to me on right now, and I really dig it. I think it sounds great. It's on this little shock mount, and then I kind of have that screwed into a Manfrotto handheld tripod, and that's kind of just the mic setup that I have for myself on the desk right now. To the right of the monitor, I actually also have a set of Bose QC35 2s. I know there's a couple of new versions of these things out now, but mine work perfectly, so I didn't really find a reason to want to replace them. They're sitting on top of this Satechi headphone stand. It actually also doubles as a USB hub to charge your devices or plug into your computer, but in fact I actually don't have it plugged into anything at the moment. I'm still trying to wrangle all these cables behind my desk, and I'm still kind of organizing things, but I really do like the headphones, and every once in a while when I don't want to use speakers and I kind of want to be listening to a podcast or audiobook or something when I'm working, it's nice to just put those on and kick back. To the right of the desk, I have the second IKEA Alex drawer unit. This has a Google Home Mini on it, as well as my Porsche GT3 watch winder. So I have a lot more mechanical watches that need to be wound all the time, but at least I have these 2 watch winders that support up to 3 watches, which kind of keep it going for me, which is nice. It's kind of all I need most of the time. But that's kind of it. That's my desk for 2022. A lot of people ask about the webcam too. That's the Logitech webcam that's made for the Pro Display XDR. I'll link it in the description. But if you'd like to see a dedicated video about a whole office tour, or maybe a new house tour, let me know. I'd love to kind of put together some new content for you guys and share on the channel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.